The Bermuda Triangle of bailouts.
Damn, it sucks. I've actually seen crazier with skates posted where like HH from the front get hit by a got and like 2 in a row, both bail out.
Yeah, he has like dozens of clips of that. But this is in the same game, in the same place. Like literally the same place. It's actually diabolical.
I
So the
remember
first one
this.
happened already. This is the second one. Triple vet misses, by the way. And gets first shot bailout. Triple vet, Doesn't matter.
This is again. Okay, well, even shot the dead one. That's weird. I think it would change priority to.
Yes, and here comes the third one. The third bailout.
Oh man,
First
from the
shot.
front.
Good. So you're gonna be a little
So
safe.
you
Like
have
imagine,
no control over it. Like there's
but imagine no
okay,
random
so
crits. Like you play
look, if you're
pretty.
attacking, if you're attacking, you're under the fear of getting side shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never played with. I just kind of play with the idea that there are no crits in the game already. Like you can't play the
Yeah,
game
you can't
Got
with
it.
that
account
in your
for
mind.
that.
Yeah.
You can't account for it. You can account for side shots, which are devastating, but it's skill based, right? It's position based.
I mean,
So
you probably already account for it. We just don't know. Like it's just probably in our base count of the game. It's just slightly higher. The risk that we have to take with
there's
every
nothing you
action.
can do to prevent it. You can prevent side shots, right?
I'm just saying it's
By
not
positioning.
terrible. I'm just saying it's not terrible. It's not the worst
Well,
thing.
it is. It is terrible though. Like if you're at the start of a game and you're playing like third armored and you open up with an HA and you get a
Yeah,
crit or a
okay,
bailed
okay.
out
Yeah,
or any
yeah,
of
yeah.
those things, that's
Yeah.
GG for you
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
playing
it
against a
is.
similar skill player.
Yeah.
That's like later in the game, it's not as big deal. You lose one tank, but still, I mean that matters if it's a tight game. So, but
It's
I'm
it's just
happy to see
not a
it.
skill-based interaction with, and it's not even fun for the other side, right?
That's
It's not
true.
like they did something rewarding. It's totally random. It has nothing to do with their
Literally RNG.
management.
Literally RNG.
Against
This
another competitive player. It's just
this deck is so bad Sparty plays it.
yeah. I remember and I get people get mad Sparty when he played in the team games because he got stomped into the ground by players that are worse than him because there's literally nothing in that deck, and especially in team games where you have to like bash your head against each other in kind of a more
Yeah.
narrow lane.
Hmm.
He got even more like what are you supposed to do? You can't use an IS-2
Yeah.
in bashing your head against T-72s or T-80s or Abrams
Yeah.
or even Challengers.
It is slightly playable in 1v1. I have to say.
Yeah, I mean
The
it's
team
got a
game is
chance.
truly good.
But against a good player though, like anybody can beat like under rank 50 this deck probably. Or
Oh, I beat Jeremy's 5e. He's
my
rank
bad.
50.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
Poor
No,
Jeremy.
but he rank 50.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct.
That's true. So
True.
yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Okay.
You put the bar high. Like you can't be the top 30 player with it. The
Oh
top
damn.
40.
I mean, it's a weak deck. Though. I think it's actually one of the weakest.
It is
Corpus is
weak.
also one of the weakest.
The weakest is 17Y. There's no doubt. I
You think
stand
17Y? I don't know.
I was thinking, even if these tanks, I first said 80 points, even if these tanks were 90 points, this deck would still be very hard to play, I think.
Well, if they were 98 points, they would. You know, you're getting close to the range of T55, and they get a lot of them, and you can take them all max vet.
Yeah, but there's already a T55 deck that's ass. Is it Berlin? Has a
Oh
shit
man,
ton of
speaking bad about my
T55s.
Berlin. Yeah, it is pretty bad.
So like we've
You
seen
do
this
get
before. It's not
yeah,
scary.
no, T5 CM's not the best.
I do think the spotting distance inside smoke is too short.
That's a big
Oh,
problem. Stupid
Like
problem.
I don't think smoke is OP as in it can screen a place. It's fine, right? Because of the time it takes to drop and the cost. But within the smoke itself, like when I played Hippie, he just had a CB tank inside the smoke from one smoke mortar, I sent the inf with 20 pen AT into that smoke and searched for it for like 4 minutes and just couldn't find it. It was a singular smoke mortar in the same place. Just because the distance inside is like
Yeah,
way too short.
you have to check every inch of the smoke.
Yeah, it's just kind of cringe. Like I don't like the CV cheese. I think smoking in infantry to do infantry fight is totally fine and balanced. But the CV smoking in is like map dependent cheese. Really dumb.
If you think about it from a gameplay level, smoking in a CV, like, okay, I might be sweating here, but at the larger scale, the CV is supposed to represent, like, you control the zone. But if you're just smoking in the CV, you're just, like, sending in your command. Doesn't really, you're just packing up, going in, setting up shop for a little bit, then running out. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of like 7.62 running at you on a logic base. 7.62 just run across the field into IVs or 40 mils killing IVs. I got a screenshot of a 40 mil killing like 2 BMPs, something else armored. It's funny.
I mean, it would be really nice if infantry could see in the smoke other infantry and take them out. That would really end the whole I'm in a corner smoke the CV for 10 minutes, which everyone hates. I don't know anyone who likes that game mode.
But you have to do it to win.
If he
That's the
does.
thing.
I mean, you have to, well, yeah, especially in like 2v2s or 3v3s, where
Yeah, you
the
have to
lines
do
are
it.
like static. You have to do it. There's no way to get a tick going.
I don't like it, but if you don't do it, you're probably gonna lose. Like if you don't ever smoke your CV in, you're probably gonna lose the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if they can change that mechanic this late in the game.
I don't even know if you can change that. If there's always a smoke mortar, you always gotta have CV. I guess like you said, the sighting distance inside the smoke, but that still won't change someone just smoking a CV from AT gems and just running in the zone, staying there. Black Forest, and then
Yeah, I
you
mean,
have to come and push
unless
them
you
out.
go unless you go to the ST2 system of flags, like that could
Mm-mm.
eliminate that, but I think they're down with the
No
zonage. I
flags.
mean, their advantage to the flag system. You have a Warno does funnel you into narrow lanes, while flag system does give you more flexibility to
Oh
be
wait,
attacking everywhere on the front whenever you want. Um,
okay. I just don't like the frontline system in SD2. I feel like you
yeah, I
can't
agree.
flank. You can't flank if there's that.
Yeah, but it does eliminate that whole like I'm running around in your rear and I'm sniping
Uh,
everything,
I
which
mean,
people hate.
it's annoying, but I think you need that, bro. You need the freedom. Like I don't like SD2. You just can't flank at all, bro.
Well, there were special forces units that didn't put and recon units that didn't put any what was it like didn't put any pressure on the front line,
Mm-hmm.
so you can seek those units in the rear.
That's cool.
You just couldn't sneak like you couldn't sneak in like a line like a tank or
Yeah.
like a line infantry. But I get what you're saying. The frontline system has its drawbacks as well. There's like there's a lot of
Mm,
issues.
let's see. Let's see my favorite map in the game. Uh, oh, my favorite map in the game is Asura.
Okay,
This
that's a
map
good
is
map.
so
I actually like
good.
that one
This map
as
is
well.
so goated, and they voted it out,
Yes,
bro.
and if you can voted it out, it's retarded.
This map is the
Probably I
best.
call it added since Stealth Ag.
This is the best map
They
for sure.
like every other
For
map that's
sure.
been added since Stealth Egg has been shit.
But what's so good about this map though is if you attack on the left or the right, there's always a zone to be taking, and everyone's fighting across all of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually there's not too much
Mm-hmm.
blobbing. Though
Exactly.
but there is a disadvantage though to the side you're facing right now. Like Delta is protruding more into their side
Yeah.
than
Yes, people
yours.
keep on saying it's imbalanced because of that, but I think um, it depends on the matchup. If I'm a light div, I prefer being on this side. Like if I'm 6E or airborne div, I prefer on being on this side where with Delta protruding. Because if you're on the quote unquote good side, it's the faster div. All you can get is Delta contested, like all that
Yeah.
for a +1. But if you're on the quote unquote bad side as a faster div, you can go for bigger prizes. Like you can go for the tree line in Echo. You can go for the tree line behind Foxtrot. Like you can two-prong.
Bro,
So you
if
can
you get here
get
as
a
the bad
+2 or
side,
more.
bro, Echo falls, like pretty much. If you get recon in here,
Yeah, well,
Echo's
usually it
falling.
takes some smoking in, but
Yeah.
there's just more places to play for. Because Charlie, it's impossible to attack into Charlie. Let's be real. Like,
Yeah.
there's too many buildings behind. The reinforcement is quick. Like
And
you're
you're
not
across
attacking
open
Charlie.
road.
Yeah, so
It's really
you're
hard to get
just
them kicked
attacking
out of here
Delta.
too.
Yeah, exactly. But
I
as a
think
fast div, you can go for the huge forest behind Foxtrot.
yeah, from the bad side, you get into here. Yeah, it's
Well,
a
you can try. It's gonna be a fight,
mhm.
but you can combine it with the attack on Echo, and you swing back and forth, kind of thing. There's more play there. But anyways, it's probably the best map of the since summer. I mean, even
Yeah.
Omen, which came out in summer, was shit. So I guess
It's out of the. Is
that's
it in the map pool still?
Nope. People voted
Yeah,
it
check it
out
out. Yeah.
because there's
Out
some
of
fucking propaganda about it being unbalanced.
out of playoff,
Yeah.
out of ranked, it's out of everything.
I just know that like I've seen a lot of high level games, and even when I played on it in tournaments, like it does become a sit fest. Like if you're on the red side, you contest Delta over and over again, and you just kind of sit there, and you just I don't know, you just sit there.
But I mean, you cannot really sit there, bro. Like I've tried it, cause this tree
Well, like
line
if you
right
get a little
here.
bit of a lead, right? Like if you get a little bit of a lead as red, then you don't even need to own that zone Delta. You can just sit there at your two other points and kind of camp.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
well, right? There's a lot of angles to cover for them to have to like push through. Because they have to, if they want to push for Foxtrot, they have to secure the right, which is like crossing open ground. Usually, you get those buildings if you have airborne of any kind. Then you have a whole tree line to cover yourself at Foxtrot. Echo is really tough to take, right? It's like unless you're smoke pushing all the time, because it is open ground. And
Echo's hard to take. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I kind of agree, but I mean, I think this is the best map overall.
Yeah.
I kind of I think they should not have been taken out of the map pool. I think it's not so
100%.
uneven to make it unfair.
It shouldn't
They're
be
like way
even.
worse maps.
Yeah, this shouldn't even have been considered as imbalanced. Like, if
Fucking
compared to the
Cliff
other
and
maps,
Factory, holy fuck, man! I'm so done with them. I mean, Factory is like not even the worst. Cliff is the worst. Cliff feels so bad to play on. It's not even about imbalance. It just feels horrible.
I don't even know if I want to open this map, bro. I try not to look at it. Crazy.
I mean, I mean, some of the maps are like pretty impressive. Like someone looked at this and was like,
Oh.
"Yes, this is balance. This is good."
No, I thought I was gonna like this when it first came out because I like infantry. I was like, oh, big ass city. But even when I'm playing it, it just doesn't feel fun. It's just not fun. I thought it was gonna be fun. It's not even fun though.
I mean, the three zones that you're fighting for, right, are those Bravo, Delta, and Foxtrot, and you have a pretty good advantage, I think, from blue side on every way. Like, and you can actually, I mean, there's just so many towers. I mean, so many angles for recon.
Yeah.
So many. It's just, and then on the right side, you have a little piece of forest, like, which is great for Bravo.
Oh, you're talking about this?
Yeah, you can get there easy, no problem. It's like so your forest protrudes so far back to your side, you can just hang out there and keep putting a CV in. And while like Foxtrot is horrific for red side to get into, they have like two little buildings and they're kind of stuck out. While you have like a shit ton of buildings behind you that you can always continue to advance, and you have towers on your side for some reason. It's not great. I mean, it's not fair at all.
Yeah, it's not.
And also, like, if you're red or you're from blue perspective here, you can keep moving between Foxtrot and Delta. If you're trying to push from Foxtrot from red side, you have to drive all the way back and then cross the river, right? Like, well, you can just keep driving back, your tanks back and forth, supporting the unit and line. Like, you can't do that on the other side. It's the dumbest thing. So, and if you lose those skyscrapers in the center point too from airborne rush, they can shoot into Foxshot, cutting you off from even doing anything over there, while they're also
Yeah.
like protruding you from doing anything else. Where I don't know. This map's crazy to me that they. It's not impossible to win, obviously, but the odds are not in your favor.
Equal skill players. It's gonna be blue side, no matter what div. This is crazy. It shoots over the fucking lake. That's funny as hell. How
Yeah,
many
all those
units have I
towers got good
lost from
angles.
this shit?
And if you're on the other side, you only have 2 towers really that you have, and it's pretty. I mean, you just fucking artillery those instantly because it's just those 2 pieces.
Nah. Okay, I didn't believe in the cope. I didn't believe in the cope about the bad side. Yeah, you got the lake, blah, blah, blah. This is when I realized this shit was real. I was fighting over here. Oh, wait, I'm on the fucking good side. Anyways, I was fighting right here as this side. And I was sending infantry into this forest. Or into the city block right here. Sending some right here, sending some right here. If you call a unit, this is supposed to be your spawn. It's like a straight ass road that goes right down. I literally called it right here. They will take this road right here. They will take this road. They'll make a right. They'll take a left. They'll come down. They'll come right here in front of these ATGMs and go this way and go
Yeah,
all the
cut
way
back.
this.
Yeah, they cut back.
Like, what is that pathing? They could just take this straight road. I was like, damn, this map is ass.
Yeah, it is.
Like, on top of everything we just mentioned, then the spawn roads are fucked? Like, what? Like, I was literally calling shit here and losing shit to ATGMs in this building right here.
Yes.
I was like, okay. Yeah, but not a fun map. Crazy thing is, okay, Surrounded has grown on me since it got added. But I thought everyone hated it. So how did Sura get taken out? But Surrounded didn't. I think Hippie has something to do
I
with this, bro.
like I like Surrounded. You know, it's a terribly imbalanced map, like one of the worst. I truly think it's one of the worst, but I like the map. It's
Oh,
fun.
for the side zone? Yeah, the map is fun.
Yeah, the side you have
This
right now
That
is not
zone is
even.
so
It's so
imbalanced.
not. Yeah, it's not even fair. It's crazy. If you turn your map like 50-52, like Alpha is like in the middle of the line of where you're supposed to meet, while like Golf is like nowhere near.
Mhm.
Like no one can attack Golf. This is the dumbest
Oh
thing.
yeah, you
So
don't have to
this
put shit
map's
here.
crazy.
And there's
Yeah,
nothing
it's
to really
it's,
attack. Like you got this and your shit's open, you put something right here. It's cutting off your road already. But
I even think this side too for the center is better as well. Like you have way more structures to defend Charlie, and like you have all these different angles and cover to move up. Well, like if you're on Echo, you kind of get stuck at Echo, and you're kind of like bottlenecked a little bit. And then on the other side, it's pretty open to have to advance from the other angle. So it's just like this map's crazy in balance. But like, I mean, all it needs to do though to fix it is very little. Is like maybe change the forest positioning on Golf and change the zone edge positioning on Alpha too. Like
yeah.
if you like make it so that or make Golf move up Golf and add like a similar forest layout so like both sides are kind of
Bro,
even and like but
what
no,
if,
they don't do that.
what if
It's
you
not
just
even,
duplicate this forest and put another forest right here? Then they have cover to come in. You know, since it's like this on that side, it'll only be fair if they had a little
yeah.
forest patch right here as
But the
well.
worst part about that side too is even if you defend your flank on the other side, on the left side, they have a whole tree line too to continuously advance and
Uh-huh.
put recon on and get on you. So like you don't, and when you don't have that on the other side, it's way further back
Yeah.
on the other side. So it's really bad. That's crazy. But the
Playing
only
the bad
advantage you get
side.
is you get a church tower.
Playing the
Sorry.
bad side versus somebody like T-Man, dude, he's gonna send a recon there, or he might just full push it, depending on what div you're playing. But he's gonna send a recon there for sure if he's on this side. And slowly he'll start like trickling in. He'll get recon here. You're like, okay, I'm not worried, and it'll just grow. Now he's sending tanks through. So like, giving a
Yeah.
staging ground to someone like that, it's fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, there's no way I can kick him out of this.
No, and he can't do the same thing on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's it's dumb. And not only that, like even if you take off somehow, you like do some crazy rush. They have a nice slope to
Oh
hide
yeah.
under to then counterattack from
Yeah.
any angle. It's the other side doesn't get that. It's crazy. But I don't know. And you can't even see anything. Why is it? They changed the lighting on this map too? It's all dark now, and
Also, I really don't like the type of combat that is on top of the plateau. Like this kind of broken, like sightline battle is really ugly in my view,
Yeah, it
because
is.
the line of sight tool doesn't work, right? So, like when it's so broke, the ground is so broken like this, the line of sight tool always lies. So it's like,
yeah, you just kind of have to learn them by playing, like what
Like,
actually you
oh,
can see.
I've had some tank battles right here before.
Yeah, there's some epic tank fights in that spot. That's always a spot where there's a tank fight going on. There's actually a lot less building structures too, based on the layout. Like the left side looks like
Oh.
there's buildings, but actually
Mhm.
there's actually not that much. Like there's like that, but like there's like this weird material on the ground
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
road, not
Like,
road, that looks like buildings, but it's actually tons of empty space.
yeah, why'd you have to do that? Like, you can park some shit here now.
I
They
mean,
could make it look better though. Like, why is this here cobblestone, bro? What?
yeah, like really from
it just
uptown,
makes
dude.
it more confusing than it already is.
Yeah, make it green, bro. Like, what's
Yeah,
up?
like it's hard to tell whether there's buildings there or not.
I remember my first time playing this map. I was like, wait, yeah, this is completely open. Hold on, what the fuck?
Yeah, it used to be worse actually with the lighting. I think that's why they changed the lighting because it was even worse. But it's not better, that much better.
That's wild. Yeah. Would this map be better or worse if there's like a mini city that you couldn't get shot at by fire support?
I would like
Actual
that.
So
cover.
I think maps should have fairly sized cities, fairly sized tree lines, and fairly sized open fields. Like, why is
Hmm.
there always like that's my issue since South Egg is they keep making those maps, including Omen, Isura too, surrounded. Is that the towns are all sparse towns with tiny buildings,
Yeah.
so that you can't really get cover, right? You can't really get cover. The line of sight's always messed up. But it's also small buildings, so infantry takes very long to kill. Like, as much as people hated Two Lakes, I think Two Lakes is the correct map layout for like the size of the
Hmm.
features are proper. Like you have two large towns, right, and large forests for the sides, but also large open fields in the middle.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's just that people hated the zone layout and it got bored for people. But generally, maps should be like that. Like on Surrounded, there isn't a single town in which infantry can hide in. There isn't. There literally isn't.
Yeah.
Even though there's that many buildings, there isn't. And there isn't a single. So on top of the plateau, there isn't a single area where you can use the ATGM truck.
This is the best thing you
That's
got right here.
yeah. This is the best thing you got.
But
It's like
yeah,
so
that
it just
makes
ends up being slot battle. Like you buy a bunch of vehicles, put them in a line, and hope they shoot at something. You just keep buying infantry; they get shot at because you can't hide. But you just hope you know you do more DPS than the enemy.
yeah, that is
Yeah,
a
it's all about tank micro on this map.
that's
Like
a
you can
slot
buy
battle.
tanks.
You just define slot. You can't really outplay somebody, so you just buy a bunch of shit, send infantry
It's just
forward.
whoever's div has more DPS and more units, I guess, more
Hmm.
depth
Yeah, like
to die.
every time I play on this map, it's always been it's all about I'm gonna trade till the player falls apart. Like
Yeah,
there's no breakthroughs, nothing. It's just I'm gonna micro my tanks better than the other guy, and that'll give me the dub.
this is a fucking recon GSR AGL tank map. Put a recon here, put a recon here, surround it with AGLs, buy your tanks, move up the recon AGLs, they're gonna shoot at infantry, then get your tanks fire support. Like there's nothing else you can really do.
But that's what's so bad about infantry combat, like on a map like this. Like they're not even there to fight other infantry; they're just there to spot for the tanks.
Yeah.
But that's all they're there for is
Yeah.
But it's
sponges.
not a proper town. Like just make it a proper town. On Two Lakes, there's proper inf combat. On Two Lakes, there's always proper satchel combat.
Yeah.
right?
That's why it's goated.
Always.
That's why 2 Lakes is goated, bro.
It is
why I
a good
love
map,
this
but
so
it's
much.
horrifically with
It's
zones.
the one map where infantry fights don't come down to fucking AGL teams with like satchels. You know,
You actually
the
you have
one
to.
map where satchels are better than AGLs.
The thing about it, thing about 2 Lakes is if you want to kill infantry in here, you arty it, you bomb it, or the third way is you outmaneuver them, like with tanks. That's why 2 Lakes is good, because you can't just sit here and shoot shit in the back. You have
I
to
know.
clear this first,
Or
come
you
around
send
and
in
clear the
your
city.
own CQC and you
Yeah.
fight it out.
Yeah, but it is nice though that you can, if you are a tank deck, kind of like semi be on the edge of the town and try to push around the sides and try to
Yeah,
cut off
because
reinforcements.
the
Yeah.
sides of the town are open. There's no random buildings blocking the sides of the town. So
Look
if
at
you're
that.
truly
Look
going
at that.
around, you can get a clean line
That's
of
a
sight.
town right there. This is
I mean, that's-
beautiful.
The other
This
side
is
though
fucking
it needs a lot of
beautiful.
work though. The other side's kind of way more janky.
How
The other
so?
side has a lot more places that get shot at.
And also, like, once that gets to the town, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, because you park shit in here. I mean, I guess you can't see that much.
No, it's more that, like, if you're on Blue's perspective, which is the way you're facing, is you get to that town, and you kind of meet in the middle of the town, but on the other side, you beat the guys from getting into the town pretty consistently on Zulu. And the +2 is way more exposed. So if you commit... I mean, it's pretty much a situation of bad zonage. If you commit to Zulu from your perspective, that's what you should be doing. Kind of ignore Oscar and go for the +2. But if you're on the other side, a Red's perspective, if you go for both Oscar and Zulu, you're now exposing yourself on the +2 to lose a point, while you may just win a +1. And it's so hard to get all the way down to X-ray on the far left, that +2, or Alpha. It's like nearly impossible. It's nearly impossible unless something's really gone wrong.
You don't. But if you have forward deploy, they have forward deploy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can't kick them out. Maybe.
You'll get in those buildings safely. Those back buildings.
Okay. What about
On Zulu? You'll meet on the very like on kind of like toward the kind of the second layer of buildings.
you don't think
Like,
but
here,
you can't get in though. I'm pretty sure. all
Well,
divs can
it
get in. Like,
depends. It depends on what airborne you're. If you have the fastest airborne, you can get in for sure. If you just have like normal airborne trucks, you're not going to get in. But
well,
I don't know. Like, but the issue is the +2 right behind it, though. That's the problem. Is like most people ignore Oscar, and they go for the +2 of Lima. If you're from the perspective you're looking at right now, because it's just it's right there.
now beating them to a certain spot is not the worst, but I guess since this is like one of the only 2 points that you're attacking, being able to like kick somebody out of the town is pretty fucking important in the opener. But I thought like if you're both like just straight up recon, both you're playing 5th Panzer and like I don't know who doesn't playing 5th Panzer and 3rd Armored. If you both send scouts, or I guess 5th Panzer is GSR, but if you just send regular scouts, can you kick another person out?
I mean, you'll meet like I'm saying like in the back end towards red side of the town, like where that building is, where you just had your mouse on. That's kind of where you meet normally, at least in my experience.
Yeah.
If you're coming down that road instead of the other one. But
so they have
the real
but
the real issue though is like if you're from red's perspective, to divide forces is probably super disadvantageous to you, because if you divide your forces and you go to both Oscar and Zulu, you're exposing yourself to lose at Zulu, and now they're running for your +2. While like if you're from the other perspective, you actually have way more choice. You can either split your forces, or you can just go all the way to for Zulu, right? You kind of that's your options.
Because they can't push this
They can never get
opener.
They can never get to X-ray. Yeah, go all the way back there, and then look at the reinforcement route. Like even if they do get it to it, you're gonna take it back. It's like look how long they have to go. It's like
Here we go.
I mean,
It's just a straight road. Yeah. Now I see it. I see how it's imbalanced. But maybe because I play 101st back when everyone was saying this is imbalanced, so like I always gotten both towns, so it's like fine.
well, that's one of the fastest special forces and everything. Yeah.
So
If they had this like a duplicate of Lima behind Zulu on the Alpha side, like if Alpha was moved up with all those structures
Yeah.
It'd be a lot more interesting. And actually, it'd be more interesting if same thing on the other side, like move the zones a little bit up and add some new structures,
Uh-huh.
so that like there's both sides have a +2, both sides are important. You can't just ignore one side.
That's a simple fix, though. All you gotta do is move alpha. Isn't that a
Yeah, I
simple
want to get it.
fix?
Yeah, I want to add some structures too, I imagine. But yeah, it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, you can just look at that. Like, why is the +2 so close? And there's
Yeah,
actually
like,
cover moving up to it if you're trying to attack.
yeah, it's just like, why? It's so obvious that the map is imbalanced, even if it's slightly. Like, why would you make an imbalanced map to begin with?
Yeah, this map's changed a lot, though. They did have a lot more trees and everything.
I've seen old videos, old tournament videos, and the map. I'm like, what map is this?
Well, I think that's why there used to be more infantry too, because there used to be more tree cover and more now. They've
Mm,
removed a lot of it. The deforest
mm.
of Warno.
All these timelines.
Honestly, tree cover is good because when they remove tree cover, it causes air spam. Like, AA needs places to hide in, right?
Yeah, I agree. And infantry
Especially
needs places as well.
continuous tree. Yeah, AA and infantry and supply, they all need places to hide in. So removing them makes it really cringe. Like, why don't they just have more cover instead of nerfing fucking DPS against him? It's so dumb. Like nowadays with
Well,
maps like Albion, like look at fucking Albion.
well,
There's no cover at all for
yeah, I
huge
mean,
areas of map. Like
well,
no
wasn't it a
barrier.
response though? Wasn't it a response to? There was a time when IFEs with the autocannons didn't do a lot of damage to infantry, and like there's like the zombie meta of infantry. They try to reduce it by reducing cover. Oh, this map's great though. Like it's just walking across open ground if you lose. Like if you lose on either one of those
Boom.
zones, it's open ground.
Going into
Why
your
is
two
it the
pointer.
issue is it's open, it's completely open ground going into your own zones. So it's just like super snowbally.
You
Horrible.
guys noticed? I've only played a few times in the rank pool on this map, but do you guys know? Like when I played it the other day against this other guy, like pretty much nobody did anything on Bravo or Foxtrot on the right side. It was like pretty like defensive, kind of secondary, and everyone just went for Delta and Echo and Alpha on the left.
Yeah, but you also realize this kind of map is extremely air spammy because there's nowhere to hide AA. There's nowhere to
No,
hide AA, and there's the high altitude bomber buff. I don't know why and who decided on that still. Ridiculous. When you have maps like this, it's just if you happen to be the wrong div, you're just cooked versus some air spammer. It's
it'd be a good
been
map for
becoming a
Berlin
real
Command.
problem.
Just there's no, especially on the right, where you can't move up your AA, so you have to kind of sit
Yeah.
a little bit further back. You just
Yeah.
Nighthawk all day. Like,
Or you're
that's pretty
trying to
far back for
Not
AA.
just
But you
Nighthawk, but any level bomber that doesn't need to dive in deep,
yeah.
or AT plane, or LGB, just anything that doesn't need to dive in. It's like if you happen to not have max range AA, like no Coob, no iHawk, you don't have very good ASFs. Like there, many of those OSTA based divisions, right? They're just cooked.
Well, and there's
There's
actually
nowhere
not,
to
it's just,
hide.
and it has the same problem you said before of like, there's actually not enough cover. There's all these structures, but really like, you're gonna get hit by
They're
tanks.
massive structures that can't actually shield units. There's no tree cover to put your supply on the A for the infantry.
Or to even counterattack, right? You either have to like smoke push to counterattack, which is hard for most people. So, I mean, yeah, it's a weird map, and it's kind of weird that everything kind of leans towards alpha, right? Like you'd think like you'd want both sides to both be competitive, but like Foxtrot and Bravo are definitely further back than the others.
Yeah.
Another great Eugen map.
Dude, when I saw this map, my heart sank for this. Just
I've been fortunate; I've only had to play it, I think, 2 times so far this ranked season.
I've played twice against T-Man.
I've played it
it,
too
it,
much.
we, it's crazy though. The rank pool, they're like it's totally random.
Oh, hell
the
no.
selection of maps. But like I'll get like the same map back to back
Hell
4 or 5
no.
times.
Bro,
Like that's better odds in the
hold on,
lottery,
hold on,
like
hold
that I
on.
get the same map. It's definitely on rotation of the day. Like there's 2 maps in the rotation for that day.
I'm on my other account, but oh, here goes. No, I'm on the right account. This is the all-in-one
Albion
day.
military,
Back
Albion
to,
military out.
and then I played again. I
That's like
played it.
statistically. That's yeah. There's like 12 maps. It's like
Yeah.
statistically impossible if you have like a 1 in 12 chance that you got.
Look at this
That's
day
crazy.
though. Albion, Airport, Factory, Albion, Taylor. Like I finally got saved by Black Forest, but it's a horrible day of ranked. 4 Albions in a row? Like what's the odds? How many maps are there?
I mean, I think there's 12, right? Am I wrong? I'm gonna ask them. What's the math here?
And then I played 2 other matches, got 2 different maps, and then right back to Albion. What's the odds of that? Dude, playing Albion 4 times in a row out of if the map pool is 12, it's 0.0048%. 1 in
Dude, it's
20,730.
yeah. One in 20,000. That's there's no way, and it
There's
happens
no,
all the time.
it's no way.
So
It's literally no
there
way.
are like I literally like turn it into team match stream in the morning. I'm like, oh, these are the maps in the
Yep,
pool for today.
yep. Suit up,
Yes.
boys. It's Albion day. Icarus Grill. Question is, what's better for ranked? 5th Panzer or 2nd Panzer? What's better in general? 5th Panzer, 2nd Panzer?
Objectively, I think second Panzer is way better, right? But I think
Way
personally, I think I
better?
do better with fifth Panzer. Yeah, I think
Because,
second Panzer is a really strong deck. Like it's for rank especially. Maybe in a tournament setting, maybe not so much. But in
yeah.
rank, it just can be on every map and do well on every map, and I can face almost any deck and do well against any deck. Like doesn't it's not weak in anything.
Maybe because of the forward deploy element?
Yeah, it's got 4 deploy, it's got good aircraft, it's got good AA, it's got good tanks, it's got great artillery with the M110s. Can't really underestimate the M110s. It like kind of saves you in those grindy games. It's got pretty. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's got everything. Like, the only thing it doesn't have is to have 4 deploy, recon, but it does have good fighters, ASFs, to make up for it. I mean, it's got iHawks. Its recon tap is pretty good. It has everything you could ever wish for.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing
Um,
is about 5th Pans is it's missing out on like the fancy stuff. But like the core, the tanks, 5th Pans has better. Like you said, I think I do better
well,
just with 5th Pans because of the.
I I I like personally think I do better with the fans in general, but I think there's exploitative things. Like the Rolands compared to an IHawk aren't nearly as good, and they can be exploited
Yeah,
pretty hard, especially against a helo blob or things like that, or air spam. Because you fire 2 shots and then you're in that long ass reload.
yeah.
Things just go terribly wrong. You don't have like as good recon tab. You have the Leopard
But you got
2A4C.
GSR too. Big
You do have
difference.
GSR, yeah. But like, do you want more leopards? Or do you want more Leopard 1s or Leopard 2s? I guess this is like the question. You don't get M110s, you get 155s. I mean, I think 5th Panzer is good as well. I think it's like similar thing. It's like that jack of all traits.
Yeah. I think they're
But I think
really fucking close though. I'm not gonna lie. People are saying nerf 2nd Pans. I think they're really fucking close. Just because off of the 2A4C. I mean, that's a big difference. And
yeah,
GSR.
also the Milan, but you get having some airborne,
Yeah,
real airborne,
yeah,
and Milan 2 airborne
yeah,
is crazy. And I think the air tab, the tank RD tab, M110s are so good. It's
yeah.
ridiculous how good they are. 260 points. That thing is like worth like 4 HAs every game. That thing always gets like what is an M110 not gotten like 800 points worth of kills? Like
Yeah.
never. It's so good. And it takes out tanks
That's
too.
true. That's true.
And it's only 260. It's literally cheaper than an M1A1. That's uh,
And
and
the game goes
yeah,
40 minutes. This thing has close to 1,000 points
yeah,
every game.
each. Yeah, each one too. So, I mean, you only have 11. Like, yeah, the thing is crazy. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think that like air spam can also just fuck up a lot of players as well.
True.
And you could really air spam with second Panzergren, which I don't really think you can
I
do with
mean,
fifth
Woe
Panzer.
gets like four passes with this bad boy.
Though he claims that does he do that in a competitive scene? I don't know. 4 passes? He can do 2 passes for sure. But 4? Like, what do you? I mean, you have to really be microing that thing. But you shouldn't be allowed to. Like, that's crazy. People are like, why is it so expensive? It's expensive because top players know how to multiple pass with this thing.
Yeah, if it was any cheaper, then you would be getting fucked up.
Yeah. Like, if it only could do 1 pass, I could see this going down in price because it has to get like right over the target. But because
Yeah, yeah.
people like Woe and others, Fortitude, myself, and other guys can do it like 2 or 3 times. I think you could do it 3 times for sure. 4 is pretty hard. I think you're gonna mess that up. But 2 for sure. That thing is disgusting.
2 for sure. Yeah.
Especially
Thing
if you're fighting
is,
any type of town combat, like 2 lakes. You just delete everything. Just but no, I think Fifth Panzer is really good too. I think Fifth Panzer doesn't have any weaknesses. It's just a good deck.
wait. You can afford the martyr spam too. But they nuke this deck with AP. Like you can barely afford anything nowadays.
Yeah,
Like you
it's
see,
definitely on the strain.
I don't have anything crazy. This is my actual second pans 4, which I'm kind of crazy with it. This 3 martyrs max vet,
20.
but still then I'll only be able to afford like 1 plane. I don't know how people get the full air tab.
I think he drops some the AA tab. They probably run only 2 Logi.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well, I gotta
and he
bring
gets
3 cards. They probably
maybe
drop
drop
one
a
of these.
recon. Probably don't need a scimitar. I don't know. That's probably the best to get more out of it. Probably want to bring 2 fighters though, like especially
That's what
the
I was
F-16
thinking.
AA, because if you're doing any airborne rush, you're gonna need it. Otherwise, it'll stop you.
I should bring full tornadoes. That's cool. Oh, and you get the
Base
seed.
sheet.
Okay, you get the seed too. I forgot. Honestly, I just bring. But the thing is, for me, there's some things that I can't. Like, I gotta have this. I like 3 car. I gotta have 3 car supply. Now what? Look how light this deck is, bro. Like, fifth is close. Fifth is close. Second phase might be better because like you got a full air tab, like you said, M110s. But fifth is kind of close to this div because you don't have many tanks at all. Hello.
Oh, that was Griffin just cutting out there. Looks like.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, that I think second Panzer is super good. I mean, there's a reason why all the like meta slaves play that deck all day, and they don't play Fifth Panzer.
Yeah, that's true. Because you can win fast. Like if they don't have, if your opponent, looks a good front deck, like you said, if your opponent doesn't have a helicopter to punish you, then you can actually use your airborne.
Yeah.
I
What do you
think
think, Griffin?
second Panzer is most vulnerable to ninth Panzer because your F-16 AA opener cannot stop a urn opener. Like if they open, 2 urns and 1 MiG-23, you have no airborne opener.
Um, I don't know. I think ninth. I've been playing ninth a lot lately. I think ninth has a really really weak opener, like really weak. Like you can do an Urds opener. I guess, as you say, it's true. But like, I don't think most people would in general.
You said you don't think most people would?
Yeah, I don't think people do an Earns opener with 9th. You don't even get that many helos.
Okay, that
I-
or they. So the power of the cheap helo is if they just open one. Okay, imagine Ninth Panzer. They have a place they want to, blob to in the opener. They open one urn going there. If Second Panzer opens the F-16 to shoot it down, they're down 125 points in the opener blob fight. But if they don't shoot it down, then the forward deploy stuff cannot deploy.
Sure.
So
I
it's
don't think I'm telling you
actually
though. Like as I don't know. I think the better deck would be fourth pole. I think that would be the hard
fourth
counter.
pull.
Fourth pull
Yeah, because
over what?
they get all the cheap helos to rush.
No,
They have the
thing is,
recon
like,
helo.
if I'm playing second Panzergren versus fourth Poe, I'm the heavier div, which was much better blob and much better late game as well. So I just don't forward deploy. I just make a Leopard, Gepard, Martyr blob and just play blob. The thing with ninth Panzer is it's heavier than second Panzer, so if they just achieve parity in points with the opener blob plus one urn, then they can just sit, build T-72s, bring out the napalm. Like fourth pole has shitty late game tanks and basically shit artillery. So second Panzer can just play late game. But second Panzer cannot play late game versus ninth Panzer. They just keep buying T-72s and eventually Q move you.
Yeah, I see
this
that. I see
tank
that.
tab is light as hell, honestly.
Yes, I mean it's all good tanks, but you only have that many. I mean
You
the
have to
2v3 is
spam.
kind of ass, to be honest.
Has to be a map where they can use their infantry. Well, hopefully. I mean, they got this, which is cost effective.
You know,
Their
it's really
infantry is
good
not
against
like the
second
best.
Panzergren. Sud.
Oh hell no.
I've
That
never
shit.
lost to second Panzergren with my Sud. I beat Axis like a million times.
Oh my god, Axis. We all saw the video.
No, not just that though. I've played it many times, other people as well. But the Sud, dude, is
Oh my
so.
god.
Because you have, dude, that Sud is one of the nastiest rush decks out there, and you can and I think a second Panzergren, like most of them will try to rush a Sud. But man, dude, it's crazy. Because you're faster, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Fallschirmjäger have to come into that stupid truck, while the Green Berets come in the speedmobile. They beat you to the
Oh,
positions.
okay. I see it. Oh, and it's airborne too. So this is gonna like be hella fast.
Yeah, and you get the AMXs, so they can't rush you, and you get all the
Mm-hmm.
forward positions that you want, which is nice.
I see. I see. I see the tech.
But dude, I think fourth pole is really good too. I like fourth pole. Fourth pole is one of the best decks.
No.
Nothing has changed about fourth pole since it was OP and everyone thought it was S tier.
No,
It
the
is
biggest change is the vet curve on the Meridia. It used to be 4.
oh better. Yeah, sure. You lost 2.
And the Hunkers. The
Yeah,
Hunkers
you only get 2 now.
triple vet. 4 at triple vet.
Yeah, which is
I think
unfortunate.
those are no. Also a big one. The MI2, like the autocannon recon heli, used to be 3 at 2 vet. Now it's only 2. No, the other one.
Yeah, but that's you only need 2. Who brought all 3? That's at the start.
No, but before you could open with 2 and still have 1 for later backline checking or just vision, whatever. Hovering over the.
But it's so nice to be able to open up those AA helos and stop an F-16 and shoot it down, or stop any other helo rushes that are coming at you.
Yeah. I see. AA helos are always, AA helos literally make divisions great.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, 60.
Okay, but
The
okay, you
60
open
will
up your
be
AA Halos.
sounded.
All right. Icarus, you're playing Nocturna. You open up your AA Halos. You got a couple of these. You got your fucking honkers running down, right?
Well,
And then they're all running to a cheetah. And then you got fucking 5 leopards you gotta deal with. Like, What do you have to deal with them?
Oh, the tanks are coming up behind. Don't. They're coming.
Yep. Your fucking double vet
It
T55s are coming.
depends on what I'm playing against. I don't. If I'm playing against like second Panzergren with fourth, I would open up with the AA helos and try to take the key positions. I wouldn't necessarily like be rushing as hard because I don't.
Yeah.
It's just there to make sure you get the forward positions, and then you can back off the AA helos and have him just sit around and shoot down any planes that would come for you if he doesn't commit to it. If you're playing against a deck with 4 deploy AA whatsoever, you can't do an AA or rush with fourth. Just you're out of
No.
luck. You have to play like a different game, like a pretty much like a what's it called? What's that guy who was always blobbing with T55s?
Oh, pancake?
Pancake. You gotta do like a half pancake, right? Or at least do it somewhere. Not like as extreme as pancake, but you know what I mean. Blob with T55s in one area and push that area.
I know Griffin's liking you mentioned pancake, bro. He's a
But-
household name.
Like it's like Skific, right? He used to do really, really aggressive recon openers all down the roads. And this deck was
Yeah.
perfect to counter him, right? Like at least in the tournament setting. Like, and even if he opened up more conservatively, right? The T55 is just like keeping in the blob and knife fighting range after you've secured the 4 positions is really rough. So like I bring all the T55s I can in that deck.
Yeah, you need them for sure.
And you have to like kind of baby the Marauder. You can't be losing them willy nilly now because you have 2 less now, which is kind of crazy. I don't think they needed to do that, but and the AS too, man. And those like grind fights in the certain positions like Black Forest or like corner everyone's fighting for on that one zone. The
Mhm.
AS are so good, just like deleting people. They should give them smoke. That'd be even more dope.
I forgot utilities.
Yeah, I bring
Which
the one
one?
with smoke. Actually, I think I don't even bring.
Them already, yeah.
Yeah, because
Might
then I
as
can actually
well.
play. Then I can use it as a tank, and then I can retreat every single time I take a hit. With 14 armor, you can't. I don't. Can anything kill you one shot? 14 armor? I don't think so. Not from the front.
No. It's pretty good. I mean, I can see. A lot of
yeah.
tanks. But this can run out pretty fast. Decent. I mean, if it had a Concourse, it'd be probably better. You also got the Comdozi and the Hongers too. That's cool.
Do you guys run in 6 the AA helos in your 6?
6 US or 6
6 6 whatever Russian deck.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
AA helos.
Oh,
Yeah, they have AA helos, but I'm not sure whether I want to try
they're
them.
not real.
These are different because these are R6DMs, so they have really
Yeah.
bad anti-helo range.
Wait.
Plus,
This is
they
6,
have
yeah?
high anti-aircraft
Yeah.
range, but they're only 4 damage, and you only have 2 shots, so it doesn't really work. It's only
Actually, I do bring these, but I bring them for the rocket.
yeah.
240 mil.
You know,
Same.
I don't expect to get any value out of this.
I do love how the MI2 earn in this deck just gets 6 availability at double vet, while
Yeah.
everyone else gets
That's
4.
ridiculous, bro. And it's the best one. That's the fucking rockets on it.
Yeah.
I guess 9th Panzer does as well.
9th, yeah, and Rugener. I don't think they get 6 availability though. Am I wrong? They get 4 availability, yeah. I mean, this deck's pretty fun. I like playing 6 because I love Pro Kami's move of throwing the MiG-21 fighter and then dropping the cluster behind it.
Yeah. That's disgusting, bro. Honestly, I got PTSD from Dark Ruger, bro. So
Dude,
dumb.
if you have any form of air superiority with this deck, it is the funnest deck in the game.
Yeah, bro, it's fucking bullshit. You just buy a Book, right? Buy a Book. You don't even need the Book. You just need a MiG-31. And you know the cluster is coming, but if he has a MiG-31 up, bro.
The question is, if you turn off the other cluster, because isn't it 2 clusters separate?
Mm-hmm.
Can you turn one off? I can't remember.
Yeah, you can turn one off. But if you want
But
to
will
go
it
heavy
get the
tank,
kill?
I think you need both for heavy tank. Or Dark
Okay,
Ruger would be cheesing that shit, so If he doesn't do it, I'm pretty sure you can't.
I'm gonna test it out right now just to make sure. Because that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
They are expensive though, which is good.
Yeah,
Expensive for a
240, and
mini,
they get like touched by anything, they die,
yeah.
or at least I swear to God, they used to be less health because I thought the buck used to one shot them.
It does, doesn't it?
No, it puts them on. I think that puts them on 1 health.
No, it's not HE.
I don't know. I've had a lot of experiences where they don't get the kill.
Yeah, it should one shot. It's 8 health. iHawk's one shot.
Yeah, it half health tanks if you turn off the other two.
You gotta drop all of them. I mean, the problem with them is they're 8 health, so against the Cube div, they just get one shot on the way in. It's a waste.
So I gotta throw your Miggy up.
Yeah, that's why mid goes first.
But it also gets one shot.
Yeah, but it takes the hit so you get the cluster in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really powerful in the early game, or if you're trying to push a flank. Like, you can't push a flank against this div.
I feel like this div, it's so first of all, it fucking bullies anybody who doesn't have radar A or any tank. So for example, third armored or 24th.
First
If you're playing
cav.
versus 6 what happens is first cav, your fighter gets routed by the MiG-31 because it's giga range and just shoots 2 missiles. It routes it evacs your fighter, and then the cluster just bombs you. If you don't have 9 damage AA, the cluster just kills your tank and gets away because it's fast. So
Oh yeah, this shit's
it's
fast as
super
hell.
oppressive. But what I do keep on seeing is if 6 plays against the proper heavy div with 9 damage AA, like if you play against 79s, 79s just keeps blobbing on the ground and it keeps blobbing T80s and you die. Like if they one lane, they can all push all the way to your back zone because your tanks and inf are not good enough. You don't have ATGM heli. Like urns are nice, but if they blob up, there's nothing to kill. Like it's just there's no ATGM on the heli, so they just need coops and like one Tunguska and just kills your cluster. The T80s beat your T64s, and you just die to the blob.
Yeah.
It's like a little weak. It's also because like T64s are just not very good.
No, they're not.
So no, I don't. I never take the BV. I take the B at 2 vet. The B at 2 vet is not bad. I take it in 2 but um, it's bad if it's the thing you're using to fight T80s or M1A1s. It feels horrible. Like
Yeah.
T64Bs can 1v1 T72s pretty well, but in a big fight they're bad because the armor is bad.
This deck wants to play like a lighter div and have it be
Yeah, I
kind of
mean
scrappy.
the one good thing about it is I like how it doesn't get bombed because you
Yeah.
have Boogs and the MiG-31 to just evac the planes. Although it's annoying because the MiG-31 cannot dive a heli, so you still need a Tunguska to shoot helis. It gets a bit expensive to always
Mm-hmm.
have a MiG-31 flying around and have Tunguska to kill helis.
And you gotta buy a
It
book
makes
as
your
well.
ground army even weaker. It's like you have air superiority, but all your bombers are 4 dive clusters, which are 8
Yeah.
HP. It's not like the newest OP air spam is always some level bombing bullshit that just gets away every time.
What do you bring these to bait?
I like
Bait
those
for
big
the
bombers.
MiG.
There's moments early game where like people don't have AA and or
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, and 60 points and just plop and just kill his own
Mm-hmm.
infantry.
I mean, T-Man uses them, and my AA always misses them, so even though there's 0 ECM. Dude, I've lost 2 games to T-Man like this, like on stream. One game was 152E, another game was 6, I think. Like him playing it. He just first tick buys triple HE bomber. Like I had an IHawk in the first game and 2 Coops in the second game, and they just all miss. So they bomb me and they come back 2 minutes later. I just lose. It's like, dude, there's 0 ECM.
Just 60-second reload. Came back a minute later, bro. I guess for
Yeah,
That-
fuel.
bullshit.
That's kind of the issue with Airspam Warno, right? It's like it is RNG. Like you can literally win and lose a game based off whether your AA
I
gets
think the
like this or
game
not.
just like it should not be encouraged. Like there should be plenty of cover for AA on the maps, and like air shouldn't be strong. You know what I mean? Like air should be a tactical tool, not a strategic tool. Like you can't just having the whole match be based around one guy spamming air and rolling the dice. It's retarded. Like it should be a tactical tool. You buy one to bomb some exposed unit, stuff like that.
And people abuse the fuck. Like they know, okay, this guy only has one AA piece on the map. I have no seed up right now. I'm just gonna gamble. I'm gonna go in for the OSA with a cluster. If the OSA
The
misses,
worst,
it dies. GG.
the worst is just there's some particular matchups where you can't counter the bombing, and it's just the most retarded way to lose.
Yeah, I just had a game against Pasta La Vista, and there was like I literally would have planes like 300 meters off the side of the Nighthawk, and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then when a few moments I could see it, and I finally got a shot off, I just didn't get the RNG with the Cub.
Yeah.
Just didn't hit.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So it's just the interaction is very frustrating.
Yeah.
Stuff that you can't shoot back against. I always thought dive bombers were kind of balanced. Like they bully you if you don't have AA, but if you have enough AA, you trade fine versus them, right? But level bombers, in combination with EW plane / seed and like Nighthawk and like Strike Eagle, that kind of stuff. Like if you get unlucky, they just bomb you for free 3 or 4 times and you lose because you lost too much.
Oh,
Like you
it
gotta
gets bad.
hit them on the second.
Especially on some maps too. And if you're already
Oh,
committed to a
boy.
wide play whatsoever,
Yes.
you're really fucked.
I mean that's another thing. Air spam kind of denies wide play as well. So like air spam in a lot of matchups forces you to blob. Not
Yeah.
to say blobbing would always win, but you're forced to blob if the enemy is a strong air spam div and your AA isn't suited to what he has. Then you're forced to blob. It's pretty annoying.
You know what deck came back due to the fucking high out buff, bro?
First armored.
First armor's back, baby. This shit's
It's always been
disgusting.
good. All right, that deck never fell off.
Yeah, but
Hippie's always
people weren't,
raging about the challengers being trash.
I
I
mean,
get
when
the rate
the
of fire
first-
slow, but I like that.
but
deck.
the people weren't bringing the clusters though.
Oh, I still don't bring it.
You don't bring it.
But the reason I don't bring it is because like I have too many moments. First of all, I'm not gonna air spam in general. That's just not my play style. And like when I do need to kill a tank for something like this, the top guys are still a lot of them are able to dodge it.
You gotta
Like,
bring
I see
two.
team-
I mean, if you want to confirm kill, you bring two. That's an easy kill.
Well, I've
Save
seen a
up
lot of other
for
dudes
two
do
and
to me is
seed.
they'll target like if they'll get a whole bunch of AA, sorry, a whole bunch of planes, and they'll target my AA pieces with that cluster
Yeah.
plane. That thing's really nasty for that. But I don't like it because people still dodge and they still survive, and it's pretty expensive, 275 points.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I get it. No, it's really good. It's still really good. But
I think you just keep it in reserve until the end of the game when people are rushing for tank blobs for the tip or like smoke capping with a CV. You cluster those key targets in the end of the game.
I'm wrong. I actually do bring it. I just never buy it.
My problem with first UK is it's extremely vulnerable to helis, in my opinion. I just played versus Third Armored today. And I just can't fucking deal with helis because for some reason javelins have dog shit anti-heli range, right?
Well, another thing too is, well, I don't know. Like I have only ran this a couple of times, but it doesn't have any radar AA.
Exactly, that's another problem. You have no air optics unless you circle around the tornado.
Yeah, you got a lot of
The
tornado.
tornado is. The thing is, the tornado is fine, but it doesn't win versus really strong ASF like F15, S227. It doesn't win versus them. And it is so expensive that you can't use it to strafe helis, kind of,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's way too expensive for that. And it
So-
doesn't have an extra missile to fire anyway.
Yeah. Plus the gun ammo is really low, ammo count.
So you have to use the track rapier.
Is
The
that a
track
radar dish
rapier-
on it, but it doesn't use it? Am I wrong?
It's turned off. We're out of batteries.
I just think any div that doesn't have a radar AA needs to have a really good reason for it. Like third armor doesn't have radar AA, but if it did, it would be giga busted. But
Yeah, it makes sense. It doesn't have it.
but first UK is like they
Yeah.
could really use a radar AA. Even the Rapier FSB, like the shittiest total
Yeah.
Rapier, as long as it's radar, just for the air optics, so you don't have to have a tornado circling.
I mean, one solution they could do is add like a radar unit that doesn't have any AA ability, but it has really good.
That would be goated, actually. That would be goated. I think they should be in the game. Just like more options for AA.
You gotta bring your seed. It's your early warning defense system.
No, the tornado has exceptional optics.
Yeah, you don't need
It's
a
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, but what ends up happening is it's very specialized, right? You can't
You
really
should-
dive for these.
You should drop the C and bring the HE2. The HE2, it's really good. That thing dumps
I need
on
the seed.
anything.
No, the seed is for diving helos when they have radar AA cover. That's your answer to helos.
It's too cool,
Against a
bro.
lot like if you're playing against a packed tank division with a bunch of coops, and they're hard microing their Mi-24s, your tracked rapier and javelin is never gonna kill them. So you're eventually gonna have to dive them.
Uh-huh.
But if you just dive tornadoes, the coops just like kill you really hard. But if you dive the helis with seed, then they first shoot at the AA and then kill the heavy. I think it's
That makes sense.
Preferably on
I
a
would
flank.
have to have it in that matchup.
What are you sacrificing then in your deck? You're dropping something, right?
It's not expensive to have 4 cards of air, is it?
No, I was just wondering. He hasn't a full tank tab.
Probably this.
Dude, the
I
Chieftain
mean,
Mark IIs are really good. I don't know if
I
you're
got-
bringing those.
Mark II. Chieftain
Yeah,
Mark II? This.
Yeah, I take them double vet. Yeah, I mean, you only get 2 per card, but they're pretty good. I mean, they have a really nice gun. And I only one vet the Chieftain Mark IX because I feel like you need a whole bunch of Mark IXs to just be around everywhere.
Yeah. It's powerful.
But yeah, I mean, I do like the Centurion Mark V. It's good too. But yeah, you only bring 1 card of Challenger Mark III is interesting. Just do different things.
Probably just for the vet curve, honestly.
I have a full tab and tank tab in this deck, so that's why. That's what I'm.
I mean, I couldn't bring Mark III. This first armor is not super sweated out. I don't really play this deck often, but I came back because of the high altitude buff. So that's
Yeah,
that.
I know. I got bombed by you one time. I was out of heavy camper after that. And when I did no deployment too, that game, I'm pretty sure. Right? It was like it was a challenge game for me.
Bro, you put the pressure, bro. If I lose to a challenge deck, no tanks, just Bradleys, like.
Hey, I did pretty good though, with just Bradleys.
Yeah, you did.
I was coming
Yeah.
back.
Just fucking no deploy challenges, bro.
No deploy, no
If you
tanks,
lose-
bro.
If someone lose to the no deploy challenge, it's like such a horrifying feeling.
Dude, well, though, like, I don't know. And actually, sometimes it's good that you don't no deployment because, like, you don't. Sometimes, like, you'll lose the game because you have a bad opener because you
That's
rushed in
true.
badly, and
That's true.
moving up slow doesn't happen. But
Yeah, the person that moves up the slowest pretty much has the better KD, equal skill players, but can you push slow and also not lose the tick?
Yeah, on some maps you can because there's like tons of new maps with +1s. So you just have to. You usually have
All
44
that
minutes to
for a
counterattack.
+1.
All that
things.
for a +1, baby.
That's a really big problem. All the +1 maps.
Just got, I mean, just favors the heavier div at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean they have 44 minutes to counterattack. I mean that's
Yeah.
plenty of time.
The thing is, if it's a +1 map, they can just send everything to their flanks. Let you take mid. I mean, you're gonna get there anyways. And then, I mean, just spend 35 minutes or 30 minutes getting you over there. And they
Yes.
probably outtrade it. They can push your 2-pointer or some shit. It's just not enough points. Especially playing airborne. That's why I don't play airborne no more. Because it's just no point.
Yeah, you get a bad map.
Yeah.
I like 6. I'm playing a decent amount of it lately, and it's got some cool tools.
The 6 US is like the best.
6 is the best airborne, I think, by far.
Yeah.
There is a little problem though. It's just the
No
the
armor,
inf-
no IFEs.
no, that's fine. The inf AT is not good enough because you only have the best you got is an 84. That doesn't cut
Oh.
it
Yeah.
when people drive front armor into you. It's
Yeah.
like you don't have a 20 pen. It's the problem. Like tank hunters, some people bring the tank hunters, but to me, it doesn't even solve the problem because if there's a 17 armor T-72 driving into you in a forest, like that's still not gonna kill it because if all 8 shots hit, that does 8 damage in total.
Yeah.
So it doesn't cut it. And
Yeah.
RCLs are extremely strong, right? But if a tank runs head on into it, like a tank with more than 13 armor, runs head on into it, it's gonna die.
Yeah. It's not gonna do shit to it.
Same thing as a seal. Like seal, Satchel Squad with the 80, with the 84, really nice. But if something that can survive 84 shots run into it, it dies. It's 90 points. That's my only problem. Everything else, excellent. Like the biggest, most pressing issue for most airborne divs, actually, it's getting bombed in the opener by cheap bomber. You don't need 2 iHawks. Like 6 US is fine. You got iHawk, you got double eagle. Like it's so
Yeah.
good. You never get bombed on
I don't
6
think I
US.
need anything else. I got
That
another
already
heli.
solves a big part of the problem. Because when I played fucking 11E, it's like, yeah, they just first take MiG-21 HE and I'm dead.
Yeah, I haven't seen 11E in forever, and
Not
range
just
game,
11E, even MNAD. MNAD has radar AA, right? But the range isn't enough, so they just pick a side lane, like any side lane, they blob there. You have an ATGM there, 1 or 2, but they just first take bomber or rocket plane. They bomb one of them, and the other one gets overwhelmed by like 3 tanks, and you're dead on that lane. And your tick gets neutralized because of that. Like in the opener, you have so few units, you're so vulnerable to cheap HE.
One other thing that would help the airborne too is like, because the issue is that every infantry squad for airborne are airborne taxed, but you only get that advantage at the start. So like if they had like one of that type that's airborne and one of the type that's not airborne, so you don't have to pay the tax, that'd
I
be
think
really
that
nice.
is a deserved buff for 11E and 82nd, especially, and 76, especially. Because if you look at the good airborne, MNAD, 6 US, one common feature they have is, half their deck does not pay the airborne tax.
Yeah.
That's why they're, good. Imagine if you had to pay airborne tax on the fucking Engineer Flash and the Fire Team Dragon.
Yeah.
And that would be horrible.
It's free money.
No, it's just getting back what you deserve. Also on MNAD, the Gurkhas are not airborne. You also have a card of Milan 2 that's not airborne, and so on. That's why they're good. Light rifle 84. Dude, I've never seen a light rifle Viper ever.
Never.
Not
Ever.
once.
What was the purpose of this? It had to be just lore
Because
accurate.
No, it's all about like, oh, we have a new unit in this division.
Alright.
You think that's what it is, dude. It's like they need to get those numbers up. The one thing that's really bad about Warno compared to SC2, I don't know if you guys played SC2, but in
No.
SC2, you could build like if you had like 20th Panzer, for example, you could build that deck like 10 different ways. You could build it a tank deck, you can make it an infantry deck, you can make it a mech deck, you can make it many different ways. But like in Warno, there really isn't any of that variety.
Doesn't that make it a little bloated in terms of content? It's
Well,
not necessarily a good thing.
Nah.
you used to. Well, I agree, but back in the day, there wasn't as many divisions, right? There wasn't like this. I mean, SC2 now has 100 plus, but
Yeah, so if you have 100 divs, like each could be built like 4 ways, then you have 400 combinations.
oh yeah, that's true. Man, it was cool.
Like
I
it
kind
becomes
of.
impossible to keep track of.
No, that's true.
It's
That's
a
true. It's worse for
spreadsheet.
balance.
Alright, we're gonna end the pod on a high level game. Icarus versus Griffin here.
What? No
I'll
way.
What
send
are
you-
you talking about? You're
I'll
up.
send.
You're on the hook. You're the
I'll
host.
send you. I'll send you the invite code, Icarus. I got it.
What?
I
You're
saved
playing
it.
that.
I
Yeah, you're
saved
playing
it.
that one. You're playing it.
No,
You're the host. Griffin
no,
plays
no,
you.
no.
And then the next podcast, I'll play you, right? And then we'll just keep going. You keep playing us back and forth.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I wanted to use 20th anyways, bro.
Yeah, let's play. Let's play.
Alright. One game. One game is all. That's all I can do.
20th for CLK.
All I can do until first cab comes out. How do you like first
So
cab?
when is it coming out? Wednesday? Or
Who
is it
knows?
Thursday?
Icarus knows,
That-
bro.
That's what they
That
are.
is classified information protected
Seriously.
under NDA.
Oh my god, not the NDA.
Not the NDA, bro.
Not
no
the
one,
NDA.
No one mentions NDA more than Icarus, bro.
All right, come on. And well, I mean, you. Hey, dude, I have to. It's kind of my world of view on law and everything.
That's true.
Hey, but I bet you do know. And, I bet there are other strike team members out there. Maybe have said stuff
Maybe.
that you could share with the public.
No, I haven't gotten anything other than Jake speculation.
That's funny.
I mean,
bro.
they usually
Big
come out
speculation
around the
for
same
you.
time, right? Of
Yeah.
NBA.
I heard Thursday, right?
I can't say.
Yeah, you said Thursday. Alright,
Yeah,
we
you did
get
say
it now.
Thursday.
Thank you, Icarus.
I can't say.
No, you just did.
Appreciate it, bro.
No.
You just told us.
No, I didn't. Who knows what's
Sure.
coming out? There's no confirmed date.
So we gotta wait one more day, bro. One more day. Where the fuck am I going? Let's see. See, I don't like opening against COK, bro.
CLK is a good ass deck.
Yes. Yes, it is.
You inspired me to start playing it when I saw you playing it.
Fun. I got onto it late. When it first came out, it was Div Mob COK. Everyone was playing it, but I didn't play either of those.
I
No,
played
just-
CLK a lot in the summer, and then I got bored of it. I don't know why I wanted to play it anyways. I never felt it was that good. It's just good in rank because AA helos prevent a lot of the bullshit you usually have to deal with. So it was like my ranked division for a while until
And Sneaky's on the bad side.
But I got the meta div, bro.
Yeah.
I got the
that
best
everyone-
div in the game.
Hippie saying it's the best deck in Warno.
Wait, he said that?
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, he still thinks it is.
I wouldn't put it that high. It's still very good.
I don't really ever run into it ever. I haven't this entire season.
No
I've
one
never
plays
run
it
into it.
It's
anymore.
kind of boring div, and everybody's moved on.
To Second Panzer, but Second Panzer Grant I still play all the time. That deck hasn't died out. It's been since launch.
You play all the time because of Axis. If you remove Axis,
No, there are other people that play
Whoa.
Second Panzer. He's not the only one.
I mean, the only
It's
top
part of it.
player, maybe. There's only
really
a few
is good
people
deck
that
variety.
play every deck. It's T-Man, you two, me, maybe Happy. Like
I don't
all
know
the
if
other
he
top
does it. I think
players,
he has
Nocturna plays the
huge.
same shit, Bendover plays the same shit.
Most of the top guys all play NATO too, only.
Pact
Because
is
Pact
boring
is
as shit.
I can't play them. It's so boring.
Oh, it's good variety.
For real, so boring.
I mean, you see Wallstar playing 6C to get number 1.
Dude, like 20 Po is meta still. I mean, do you have people like Dark Ruger only plays 6Y? The Pact only? I
Yeah.
think you would say there's very few people that play NATO and Pact. You have people only playing NATO, you have people only playing Pact.
Yeah.
NATO and Pact is the rare case.
Still, I think like at the top 20, it's like 80% of them all play NATO only.
And NATO is more fun, after all.
This
Gotta
is
play
true.
both. Gotta play both.
But why though? Like, why is there like there's more NATO divisions than Pact? I'm pretty sure, because
I think it makes you a better player to play both because you have a deeper understanding of the deck by playing it yourself.
Oh, but the Pact divisions are all the same. So if I
Not
play
all of them.
25% Pact, that
Yeah.
covers it.
Yeah, you're counting
Sure. I agree. If you play like a T72 deck, it's like all the other T72 decks. You play T80 deck, it's like all the other T80 decks. But there's variety. The Polish T55 decks. You know, if you want to make yourself suffer, you can play 157th. You know, KDA is pretty unique.
Slight differences.
I mean, you're choosing between an airborne deck, a T80 deck, T72 deck, or T55 deck. Like those 4.
I mean,
those are your 4 choices.
It doesn't help that all the Pact Airborne is garbage.
35th and 56 are pretty awesome. I think they're really good decks.
56
fine, but
it doesn't count as airborne.
Yeah.
You have 4 units that are airborne.
Yeah, but they have
75th
AA
is
in them, so
fine.
it's super nice.
Yeah,
76 is not good. 76 is not good at all.
And
Having
35th
no
is
helicopters.
Don't make
as
76 good because it's air spam. You know, if you make air spam decks good, it's bad for the game. It's very unhealthy, air RNG.
But also, you have no helicopters to respond to anything that goes wrong.
Oh yeah, but still.
The 35th's good. That deck's probably one of the better airborne decks in all of WARNO. And 4th Mont shoots in.
I think that div does suffer from a chronic AA issue though. Like Iglas just do not shoot down aircraft. So if people bomb you with like the F5 HE in the opener, because MiG-29s are not very good, so it's not really easy to handle that with.
Whoa.
He buys the fighter, but the fighter is gonna die to all the AA healers.
Oh, we don't care.
Unless the RNG gods are in his favor. Oh, which they aren't. Oh, they are.
Actually, goated RNG sneaky.
We just want the hell he dead, bro. We careless. Oh wait. Need one of you. Whoa. What's that?
You releasing this on
After all
Thursdays?
this time, we still get code AA slop.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? Did I miss?
Bro, this bitch can never move away, bro. It's always getting shot.
Ridiculous that you didn't die.
Alright.
Oh, the ZU should have shot down that helicopter.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Yay. I need GSR, bro.
Need a recon helo on that tower instead of on the bottom.
Whoa! What is that blob? How many was that? The fuck? Alright.
Yay! W's close to
That's
me, bro.
GG.
Yeah, that's GG. Almost. Almost.
That's gonna be hard to recover.
I mean, I had to.
Why didn't you back?
Had to put so much pressure. I forgot about AA, bro.
Did you have anything on the right side?
No, not really.
That's the great gamble of airport. It's like, oh, do you go to?
I
Hey,
put
let me see how much you had on the right side. You literally didn't cap it.
I forgot a CV in the opener, bro. Also forgot to buy Coobs. I waited too long. Well, because you have Hog. Because you open up Hog, OH58. Where can I really go, bro? Like,
Oh, you're pushing the right area.
you know.
I think you pushed too aggressive though. You probably should have saw AA helos with
I
Hog coming.
mean, I had the good side. It's always cooked on airport. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like 20 pull. The thing is, if you know, if you do the thing of securing Foxtrot and then trying to cap that little corner in Echo, right? That's what I was expecting, because it's tank versus tank. I expected you to secure Fedor, which you definitely
Mhm.
could, and then just like smoke the corner of Elena
Yeah. Right here.
and smoke for a +1 kind of thing. I think
Yeah.
in that case, the best response from the good side is um, either push the back zone or you push the corner of Fedor. Actually, no, you push the back zone. It's better than Fedor corner.
But no, but he needed
Elena
he needed to take the towers in the center position. He couldn't. You can't start to move into Emma unless you own that center area because he's just gonna shoot you and keep popping out with your
Yeah,
with
but
leopard
he
tubes.
can't because like it's tank versus tank, so he's not strong enough to get my tower, right? Like where the Panzer Reckiner is.
Mm.
No, but
He
he could
isn't
drop.
strong.
He was using smoke. If he had used smoke, he could have moved infantry there and moved his tank so close you'd have to back off your 2A4s. You'd be trading too negative, and then you can take the buildings with your whatever infantry. He did have a good amount of infantry. He could have cleared it out.
I guess he tried to smoke straight into this side zone instead of taking the tower first.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
now because we taking the tower, not only now he can actually push onto the both zones without getting fucking destroyed and you seeing everything.
Yeah.
Like you have to. I mean, it's late. Like you have no other option on this map.
True. I think so
And
too.
if you attack from the other flank, right, and he's got a lot of stuff here, he's just gonna take you the +2. He's gonna take you to spawn.
right. I think on that, my judgment about it is because he also has the ASF disadvantage. That also I have a helo, so he cannot go wide. Anyways, he cannot go to the two side points. Like if he has ASF advantage, then I think he could have just went for a side zone and then a +1. But since he doesn't, he has to do this like secure the town because the town is the only place to hide AA
Hello?
behind. Hide Coops behind.
Okay, I'll be there in a
Right,
second.
like I think so. The thing is,
Okay.
imagine I had a small force going to Fedor or Boris, you would have lost them, right? Because you had nothing there.
Yeah.
So, but because I have less force defending Emma, you would probably take Emma, right? But then I would be on a +2. So next, what do you do? Do you try to retake Boris or do you try to take Elena? I think you take Elena from the city. So then it becomes this weird situation of me having Anna, Fedor, Boris, and you having Elena, Emma, right? Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But that's also the thing is I noticed a situation with that is like I can contest Emma because there's a +1. Sorry, there's tree lines behind it I can use, but you don't have tree lines behind
Yeah,
that you
you
could
always get back
use.
into it.
Yeah, so I can always get back into it. No, not Emma. Sorry, I mean Elena, the middle zone.
Yeah.
No.
That's why you have to
These,
take. I think that's why you have to take Emma first before you attack Elena, because you can. If you knock him out of there, he has to cross open ground.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I think in order for you to actually get a positive tick, you would eventually have to smoke cap Anna, like smoke CD into Anna, because I've been in this position like as both sides, and I find it very hard to go from Emma to Elena to Fedor. Like that path doesn't work because of the amount of open ground you have to cross. The best you can achieve is you fully cap Elena and you have Emma, so it's neutral, right? But then where's your tick? I think the way is probably to smoke cap Anna.
No, I think Anna's too rough to go for. Usually, what I see Procami and myself do is you'll build up on the Boris point way back where those tree lines are. So once you secured
Like
Elena and
the
Emma,
surprise attack on Boris. Yes, I know
yeah,
that. That's another way of doing it.
I think that's. I know, but like it is tough. But like I think that's like the only real efficient
Yes,
way.
but the issue is if if you have ASF disadvantage and you're against very strong, like bombers
Yeah,
or helis, your
yeah,
A is completely split up if you do this.
yep.
Like completely split up. So that's the only problem. Like if you can handle the air, you can definitely do the Boris
No, it's bad. It's a bad all around
recon
on that
test.
side.
Yeah.
There's really no good options. Just
Look
lots of
at
bad
this.
options.
Yeah, there
Look
is
at
no
this.
good option.
Look at this
Yes,
dead
this
space.
huge dead space. That's no points for you. Like I feel like it's unfair because Fedor should be further back, right? Fedor should be closer to the red spawn than it is.
Yeah.
Then it would be fair. It's just
Look.
unfair this way.
Okay, you got this. You can fit 2 of blue zones
Yeah.
in one of reds, like the in between space. There's just nothing like it. It's not even close. And you got this. It's
I
funny,
don't know. I
but
think in some matchups, red prefers like if you're not at risk of losing Paul, then for red, I feel it's still the best to secure Fedor first and then do the +1 tick on Elena. Like don't push Emma, but
If you go, I mean, if you go for Fedor and any substantial force man, like the move for blue side is just to
yeah,
go for Paul every
yeah, they're
time.
going for it.
yeah, I know. But I think you can react in time if you have Recon Heli, I think. Because if you have a Recon Heli scouting the main road, like on the blob lane, if you see a sufficiently sized blob, you redirect halfway, like you're halfway to Fedor, but you just redirect them to Paul. I think they arrive in time to defend, and you have Fedor. So it's even tick, and then you can smoke into Elena corner. I mean, of course, the problem is AA because your AA is in Fedor and Paul, right? So the enemy, like you need to ideally have ASF advantage if you're doing this. Like if you have ASF disadvantage, you have to go Paul Emma. That's the only place to blob AA.
Yeah,
I can't believe this map's still in the map pool.
Yeah, it's fucking
yeah.
incredible. Honestly, it's incredibly bullshit.
They left this in, but removed the server, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So, man, the votes are rigged.
Hippie rigged them. Thanks, Hippie, bro.
No. I have no trust. It's totally rigged, I think. I think some intern just comes in and is like, yep, these are the apps I've chosen.
Nah, I kind of knew Cliff and other maps were gonna win just because they're new, literally. Albion. I kind of knew that. I kind of figured they were gonna be tough to vote.
And Albion is worse than Airport. I genuinely think that. Airport is just Albion is a worse airport. Like maybe it's more balanced, but the gameplay is even worse because of the like you literally don't have covered roads to go into your own zones. Any of your own zones. Just get like spawn camped so bad. But oh well, it's too hard, I guess.
Akers, what do you think about first Cav?
I'm not impressed as the DLC overall.
Not that impressed.
It's Nemesis.
I think you should
Not that.
save your money and get it on sale when it comes on sale.
No,
Right?
it's
I
too
mean, there's
cool.
not really that much new content.
All right, or get into Strike Team and get it for free.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
it for
You,
free,
you can
man.
do that. I get it for free, but I'm
I,
trying to
I
be
won't buy
honest.
free DLCs.
But it's not free, is it? Is it free?
For you, I don't know.
No, no, but like it's not. I'm pretty sure it's a paid deal. So sometimes they give out
Yeah,
free
of course, it's
DLC,
paid DLC, but
but
for you guys, it's always free.
yeah, it's free for Strike Team. That's why Strike Team is so biased. But I don't think you should buy it. Like if I was like a consumer, I wouldn't buy it unless it was on sale.
Hell no, Sneaky couldn't last for 10 minutes when it updates.
No, I mean if you're playing all the time, like Sneaky or myself, like I get why you buy it because you're playing. You want something new.
But as a casual
If you're just a
game guy,
casual or even just a kind of a regular, we're not playing all the time. Like I think you have enough content.
Bro, it's
I would
gonna be
get that on sale.
it's like the best fucking American div. Or gonna be one of the best.
Well, I mean, is
yeah,
it? Is it?
I'm
I
not
don't know
sure.
about that.
I am
Alright. Alright, look. It's gonna
I'm
be better than
extremely
third armor.
worried about the AA situation.
The AA is trash. So, you got. I don't think you have any radar,
Okay,
right?
here. I'm glad that the Phantom at least has a gun, but still, it's just
Wait.
Phantom. I thought reading the dev blog, I thought it would have a card of F16 AA or something. That would help it, right? But it's only Phantoms, so
Look at T-Man. T-Man posted the deck. Right?
Nah. We're not doing this, buddy.
you're done. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, like the Russian one too. Is just there's like one or two new units. It seems like copy paste
The MiG
from.
25. The Russian one actually looks stronger than I initially thought. Uh, I thought it was going to be really meh, but might be okay. Uh, well, it's kind of niche, but you can do an opener with T72 slop and then transition to defending with the helos and
I even think that the deck will get nerfed, right? Like I think the moment this deck comes out, first cav, they'll probably adjust the price of the CEV because it has smoke and it's like nearly the same price. And then the M1 mod is probably too cheap. Probably will go up in price too.
No. Now they do
Like,
that.
in the
No.
vacuum they're too strong, but I think if you look at it, because they're unique units to the division as a whole is not too strong. Like the AA is such a chronicle problem,
Yeah,
and
Yeah, I mean, no great fighter. I guess you have Phantom, but
it'll be balanced.
F16s. I mean, why? But like again, like why play this deck when you can play 11 ACR?
Because it's cool. It has
you got
Bradley's.
Apache, I guess.
Bradley, Apache, a fucking Leopard
Bradley
24,
Apache.
basically. M1
Well, the tanks are
Abrams.
worse than the ACR tanks, but I think the thing with ACR is they got the AA helos and the IHawk,
Huh.
so they're just way more.
It'll just be fun to play.
Yeah, it will
It'll be
be.
fun to play.
We're all
Yeah.
dying for new content. Okay, we
Yeah,
play this game too much.
basically. Basically,
Wait,
And
yeah.
then the Russian one, I'm not excited for at all. It just seems kind of.
I'm just
It has one
Bradley.
cool unit. It has the Attack ATGM carrier. That'll be cool. But
And
like
the heli.
yeah, and the heli. But like no smoke T-72s.
No, but these are strong though. Like they are the same T-72s as in Seventh Panzer, right? The base T-72.
Yeah, one of them is and then the other one is like a little bit better. But
Yeah,
dude,
but you get a
having
lot. You
having
get a
no
lot of the cheap ones.
you get 3 cards. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot because Seventh Panzer only gets one card, and that's considered like an extremely strong unit for the div.
I don't know, man. I think smoke is so important in tank blob or tank combat. Like, because if you're using a T-72 and you have to fight another T-72 deck, if you don't have smoke and they do have smoke, you're going to be attritioning way worse.
Yeah, so it's map dependent, right? Like on airport, these things are totally useless. They're also low range, but on Taller,